Hey everybody, it is I, the great Clement. Happy New Year. 2024 is now upon us. And every time we enter a new year, we always have new resolutions, new things we want to change about ourselves to make our lives better. And I think that's a good segue to talk about the state of the channel and things I want to do going forward and why things have been so bad this whole entire year. Because my biggest failing this year has been the output. The frequency of which I upload things. I think that has been a big failure. And one of the reasons is because of my anxiety. I've been a big ball of anxiety about my channel for the last 5 months. And also I had a really big technical mishap that just completely upended me and screwed me up. And it really discombobulated everything. And that was my microphone. I had my microphone a certain way for Pac-Man and Saints Row and Tekken, and it was really good. I was happy with it. And then Windows had an update. And then after that update, for whatever reason, whatever was considered a audio background effect became super quiet and muffled, and it was unusable. So I had to completely figure out a new way to get the audio exactly where I need it to be. Because when you buy a microphone for, if you're not a content creator, you don't understand. When you buy a microphone, there's static noise. Like if a furnace is on, it's going to pick up. If people are doing stuff outside, driving around, kids playing, it's probably going to pick up on the microphone. And so you need to use certain programs in order to cancel out noise, in order to make your audio clearer, in order to take out stuff that you don't want to be part of it. Otherwise, it doesn't sound professional and it doesn't sound good. And so I have to figure out how to use Reaper equalizers, Reaper noise canceling, OBS, all these different things in order to make it sound good. And I had a doozy trying to go back to my standards, or at least the standards of what a good YouTuber would do. And Jesus, it's like you watch weeks upon weeks of tutorials and YouTube videos that tell you like, here's how to make any microphone sound professional, and it never works. So often there'd be like this one piece of advice that'd just be like, okay, now you'll need to configure with the settings in order to, so that it sounds good for you. And I'm just like, I don't know what that means. Configure them how? Configure them how? I'm an idiot. The point is, I'm an idiot. And I took forever making the bad endings in gaming video because I had to redo the first 30 minutes over and over and over and over again because I kept having to experiment with different audio styles to see how it matched with the background music and how it sounded in my head, and it wasn't good enough. But then it got to the point where that video was taking so freaking long to come out that I just bit the bullet and I released what was at the time my best audio setup. And look, the video was a success. It got 1 million views, which was way more than I was expecting. If you read the comments, people are very nice and they're very complimentary. They say it's a great video, and I'm thankful for that. I am. But I consider it a failure. I consider it a failure because the audio is not where it needs to be, and it never will be as long as it stays in that condition. And it will forever have bad audio. It will forever have muffled audio, and I can't fix that. And that's my newest video. That's the last thing I did, and I'm not proud of it. And it's like, before that was Street Fighter, and Street Fighter took forever. In fact, I remember I made an update to let you guys know that I was going to TMG and all this other stuff before Street Fighter. I gave you a sneak preview of Street Fighter when I made a similar video like this. So that's 2 projects since my last update. And Final Fantasy XVI, the current video I'm working on. That should have been out 2 months ago. And it's still not out yet. And the reason this makes me a ball of anxiety is because I know what the roadmap is going forward, On Patreon, I ask my patrons to vote on upcoming videos that they would like to see. And I don't ask them to just, recommend a game. I come up with the video topics. It's all my ideas. But they get to decide what comes out first, right? And After Final Fantasy XVI, it's going to be the insane lore of Mortal Kombat. Yeah, insane lore. People love that series. After that is going to be Starfox. I'm going to be talking about why I love Star Fox 64 and why the state of the franchise has been quite disappointing. After that, I'm going to be talking about the Xbox 360 because the Xbox 360 marketplace is going to be going down later this year, and I wanted to gush about how Xbox was actually my favorite preferred console of the 7th generation and all the nostalgic memories I have of it, and I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And then after that, there's going to be another viewer-voted choice that has not been finalized yet. It's leaning one way, but it could change, and regardless, I've just mentioned 5 videos. Final Fantasy, Insane Lore, Starfox, Xbox, and whatever's going to be voted next by the fans. That's 5 projects coming out. Now, assuming that I actually live up to the standards of what I said I was going to do previously, 1 video a month, that's January, February, March, April, May. And that gives me anxiety because, you know, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out somewhere between there. And I'm not going to get to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth until, I guess, June or July. If I even choose to do that, because maybe something else will come to me and I'll want to talk about something else. And it was then that I looked back on my 2023 output. You know, I looked at, like, since Resident Evil, and it just hasn't been good enough. You know, I wanted it to be 1 video a month, and I just couldn't do it. And sometimes it was technical issues, but a lot of time it was a lack of motivation. It was a lack of drive. It was a lack of passion. It was laziness. Laziness. And trust me, that is the last thing I want to describe myself, because I never want to be perceived as lazy. I hate that I consider myself lazy. I hate that I don't have that edge to just go up and write and go up and produce and go up and do anything. Because, you know, sometimes I get a headache and then I'm done for the day. Sometimes I will sit in front of the computer and I'm writing the script of what I want to do for the video. And I'll be like, 3 hours have passed. I made 2 paragraphs in 3 hours, which is like 2 minutes of voiceover. Good job, Clement. Good job. You know, it's just one of those things where I wish I could upload as much as everyone else. And it's the other thing. I got off Twitter to be more productive. I got off Twitter because it was taking away my productivity. And what happened was I just replaced that inactivity with another form of it. Because now I just watch YouTube video essays where people have perfect audio and they release way more frequently and they're better. And it's one of those things where I can't believe it. Every single day that passes that I haven't uploaded the thing makes me dead inside. But the desire to rush and the desire to get it done, it gets in the way of my life, because then I'm not exercising, then I'm eating haphazardly, because I'm like, well, I need to eat more in order to get the energy to make a video, because I don't have the enthusiasm or the drive to do it, so I eat more, and now I'm fucking fatter. My face looks like shit. You know, I have a roadmap of things, and my patrons. I haven't updated my patrons in 2 or 3 weeks because I don't have anything for them. And it's like, how could you not have anything to show after 3 weeks? Because those 3 weeks, I've been playing Mario RPG and Spider-Man 2, and I have to in order to cheer myself up, because sometimes I'm just bummed because I don't have these videos out in time, and it's a thing, you know? And I'm not deleting this video. I'm going to leave this video up. I'm not going to delete it like the other update videos. I'm going to leave this one up because I want people to understand, but like, I have a productivity problem, and it's not what it should be. And I should be doing so much better. And I know there's going to be people watching this who are just like, whoa, Clement, calm down. You know, take your time. It's good when we're happy to wait until it's ready. And it's like, I know, and I appreciate that, but it's not good enough for me. I'm the one who's disappointed most in myself. It's not whether you guys are disappointed, and I know you are, but it's mostly about me. I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with the productivity. I think I should be doing so much better. And so because I know I have this big roadmap of things that I have to do for the next 5 months, and I know that I have real life obligations, like I'm taking a trip to Philadelphia twice this year, and I'm taking a trip to Toronto next month. I'm going to MagFest later this month, and I just have too much on my plate. So I knew I needed to change. I know I need to fix and change how I make videos. And so what it is I've completely rearranged how I do things. My phone is now becoming an alarm system with multiple alarms because I want it to wake me up at 9, signal that I have to work, and then signal at 12 that I have to take a lunch break, and then signal again when to get back to work, because I have to go back to like a real dedicated 9 to 5 kind of mentality. I have to, when I go to bed, my laptop is not going to be in my bedroom. I'm purposefully leaving it at the workspace so that when I wake up, I have to go to the workspace in order to work on it. There's a lot of things about my life. I'm scheduling everything. Like, I don't know how people can be bored because I have too much to do. Like, I always have something to do, you know? Like, having to balance when I should shower, when I should exercise, when I should talk with friends has always been a problem with me. And I want to be better at that, because now that I'm no longer on Twitter, I feel like I don't talk enough with my content creator friends, and I got to message them more, and I got to like compliment their videos more, and I just got to do more. This is where I'm at right now. You know, like, I just feel bad. I feel bad because Final Fantasy XVI should have been out 2 months ago, and I also feel bad because I can't just show it to you now. I have to wait 1 more week because it's still not ready. And it is what it is, you know? Like, I don't want to ever have excuses. I don't ever want to just, like, say nothing and have you guys left in the dark. I want you to know where I'm at. I want you to know where my head is. I also feel like I have to do more for my patrons, because right now their big privilege is like they get to vote on what comes next, and they get to supply questions for C Squared, and they get behind the scenes discussions, which I've been slacking on, but like I think they deserve more. And I think I have to give them like 3-minute discussions, 3-minute videos on all the games I'm playing off screen, because then it's an extra thing they're paying for, and I'm just exhausted, you know? So that's why I want to split it so that half of my day is dedicated to work and half of it is dedicated to relaxing and fun. And, yeah. This video is a little too personal. It's a little too open, maybe, but I feel bad. I think 2023 was a bit of a failure. Like, I know people like the Street Fighter video, people like the Bad Endings video, people liked Resident Evil and Metal Gear and whatever else I uploaded, but the way I saw it in my head was that I would have 12 videos released in 2023, and I didn't. And that doesn't sit right with me, because I just look at how my contemporaries do things, and I just think they are better. And they're quicker, and they're faster, and I just don't understand why I can't do that. I should be able to do that. If I can't do that, then I don't deserve this job, and I should delete my Patreon, you know? It's one of those things, I need to do better so that you guys have more content to watch, so that I can get more money, and I just have to apply myself now, you know? I just have to apply myself. I have to get back into the mindset of working at a convenience store, of going to school, of actually getting off my butt and not just lying here. Like, I'll be honest, my living situation isn't great, and there are things outside of this YouTube that are affecting this that make it really hard. 2024 is supposed to be a very big year for me. It is. It's supposed to be a very, very big year for me. And that's really the anxiety part of it. It's just, I have so much to do. And all I can say for now is that Final Fantasy XVI will be coming out next week for my patrons. And if it doesn't, I don't know. Maybe I'll delete my Patreon. Because I don't deserve it. If I can't get this fucking game out in a week, then I don't deserve it. And I'm really, really going to try. I'm really going to apply myself. I really am. Just, I have to. I have to change because I consider myself a bit of a failure. I consider myself lazy right now. And that's the last thing I ever want to be. You know, in high school, as a jealous virgin who watched, like, guys hook up with girls, and then the guys were always just like, I don't want to get up, babe. I don't want to do this. As a guy who was a little coddled by his mom, I never wanted people to perceive me as lazy. If people ever asked for something, I did it. If people ever wanted me to do something, I did it. You know? And I know, I'm older, I'm fatter, I'm just everything, and it's just hard, you know? I wish I had the passion to just do things and just do it. And I have to force myself. So I'm setting up alarms. I'm setting up, just ultimatums and things. I'm going to make it so that I definitely make these videos when I'm supposed to be making them. And I just want to apologize. I want to apologize because this year has been bad. This year has been a failure. And I want 2024 to be better. I want 2024 to be a lot better because you deserve better. And if I'm going to be a big content creator, stupid term, but if I'm going to be a big YouTube guy, I got to be better. I have to be. So that's the state of the channel. We got Final Fantasy 16. We got Insane Lore of Mortal Kombat, Starfox, we have the Xbox 360, and then whatever my viewers vote on, and then probably FF7 Rebirth after that, because, I'm going to want to talk about that. But, and maybe Sonic stuff if more people pay the Patreon, but I don't deserve it, so, Sorry for dumping all over you. Sorry for dumping all this trauma talks, all this stupid, sad shit. I just wanted you guys to know why things are the way they are. And, yeah. I am the Great Clement. I want 2024 to be more productive, and I'm going to bust my ass to make sure it's so. Until next time, toodles.